അപ്പം ഇനി നമ്മൾ സോൾവ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത് എങ്ങനെയാണ്? സോൾവ് ബൈ സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻ പഠിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞു. അപ്പം നമ്മുടെ എക്സസൈസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് ഞാൻ ബോർഡിലിട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ പഠിച്ചതുപോലെ എന്താണ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ പറഞ്ഞത് അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ചെയ്യണം. Okay, since we have both English medium and Malayalam medium students, we will be having the class basically or mostly on English. So we need to solve the following pair of linear equations by the substitution method. We have already learned how to use substitution method. You can either choose the first equation or the second equation to find the value of x or y. If you find x, put that value of x or put that relation in y to the next equation and you will get the solution. You can start doing these questions, and we will be solving this fourth one in a while. Then we'll move on to the fifth, sixth. Okay. So try to solve the first three questions and send me the answers. And if you have any doubt, WhatsApp me and we will discuss that also. Okay. So I'll be giving you 5 minutes to solve this. So you have a doubt in third question. Okay, we will deal with the third question first. So you got the answer for the other two. That's well and good. Now we'll be moving on to the third one. So we need to solve it using substitution. But if you look closely, you find any specialty for these equations. The first equation is 3x minus y equals 3. Then if you multiply 3 to the first equation, you'll get 9x minus 3y equal to 9. So basically both are the same equation, and you will get only a relation that if you make a relation for y equals, then you will get y equals 3x minus 3. Only that. So for all values of x, you will get different values of y, or for if you use it the other way, x as y plus 3 by 3, you will get for all values of y, you will get some values of x. So infinite solution will be there. So that's not an issue. Now we will be moving on to the fourth one. Okay. I'll just give you hints for solving each questions because it's not that a tough question. And we need to wind up a little bit early. So in this question, we have 0.2x plus 0.3y equals 1.3 and 0.4x plus 0.5 y equals 2.3. It's not necessary that we should use this decimal places as it is. You can just clear off all these decimal places by multiplying each equation with 10 and you will get the simplified one. You can solve it after making these equations more or less easily solvable. So this gives you a little bit more comfort just to multiply with 10. and the number 10 came because only one decimal place is there. If more than one is there, it will be like 10, 100 depending on the number of decimal places. One decimal places it will be 10, then 2 it will be 100, and so on. So now you have 2x plus 3y equal to 13 and 4x plus 5y equal to 23. You can now either from the pink one, if you go for the pink one, you will get either x as 13 minus 3y by 2 or y as 13 minus 2x by 3. Hope you are getting it. Which way you prefer, you can put, if you prefer to put x, you can put this thing in the blue equation, and or y in the blue equation. And the steps of finding x is 2x equals 13 minus 3y, then divide by 2, then x equals 13 minus 3y by 2. You need to substitute here in the blue equation, or from the first equation 3y equals 13 minus 2x, y equals 13 minus 2x by 3. Or if you prefer to have that blue equation, you will be having x as 23 minus 5y by 4, or y as 23 minus 4x by 5. So a lot of choices. Any substitution will work, but don't mix up all these. You have the choice of, you can choose from 4, but you have only one option. If you are selecting the pink one, select either the yellow or green highlighted one, put it in the blue one. You don't have any other option. And if you are going with the blue one and finding x and y, you have to either select the blue highlighted or red highlighted and substitute in the pink one. So blue substitutions go to the pink one, pink substitutions go to the blue one. Only that, no other options. You have the choice of doing that. And now you can just solve it. Then we will move on to the fifth one. You people are pretty fast, very good, keep it up. But in this case, don't make careless mistakes. It costs you. Now, I'll try to solve this one, and I prefer to take the first equation for substitution. So from the first equation, I have root 2 times x equals minus root 3y. So x equals negative root 3 by root 2. I'm planning to put that in the second equation. From the first equation, I got this, and I'll be putting that in the second equation. And if you have any doubt, just ask me or send me the pic of where you're stuck. So from the first equation, we got x as negative root 3y by root 2. We are going to substitute in the next one, and that will be root 3 times negative root 3y by root 2 minus root 8y equals 0, right? And yeah, now you have got the idea of what will be the value of y. But anyway, we need to solve it using all these steps, right? So root 3 times root 3 is minus y by root 2 minus root 8 times y equals 0. If you take y as a common factor and equate to 0, you'll get y as 0. And obviously, if you put y as 0, you'll get x as 0. Okay, now you understood what the logic behind this question. That is, if there is no constant, you have no other choice other than 0. Right? If it is ax plus by equals 0, then x should be 0 and y should be 0. No other way. So these can come as MCQs, and that's why I plan to solve it for you. If it is equal to some other constant, it won't work. X and y will be having different values. Otherwise, for a equation like this, say like ax plus by equal to 0 and cx plus dy equal to 0, you don't stand with any other choice other than x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. You won't get any other solution. But if it is some constant k or k1 or k2, you will get entirely different answers, and it will be a little bit more complicated one. Okay. And moving on to the sixth one. You can solve it by finding x or y from the first or second equation, or you can use the LCM method first, then find the solution. So for the first method, many of you have attempted it like this. From the first equation, we will be having 3x by 2 equals 5y by 3 minus 2. Why? Because minus 5y by 3 move to the right side will become positive and minus 2 will be there. And in this case also you need to take LCM, 5y minus 2 by 3, and then 3 will be multiplied here. So you will be having 3x as 2 times 5y minus 6 by 3 and x as 2 times or 10y minus 12 by 9. I'll explain once again. 3x by 2 equals 5y by 3 minus 2. Why? Because minus 5 by 3 becomes positive. And on taking LCM, 5y minus 2, the whole divided by 3, and this 3 will be multiplied here. So 5y minus 6 by 3, and you will get x. Put this whole thing here. So you will get 10y minus 12 by 27 plus y by 2 equal 13 by 6. Solve it. And in the second method, you can easily take LCM and make it in the standard form. I mostly prefer that method because that looks a little bit easy and less calculation errors. So if we go for LCM for the first equation, you'll get 9x minus 10y. This thing here makes 9x and this thing here makes 10y. And you have to put an equal to sign. The LCM will be 6 and that will be negative 12. This looks good. And from the second equation, you will get as before 2x plus 3y, and we need to have a little bit more care because I'll be writing equal to 13 directly. Why? Because the LCM by 6, here also 6 will get cancelled and don't need to write this. And this looks a little bit easy and you can solve it by substitution from the red or green one. So you will be completing it as a homework. No, you have completed. Okay, fine. Then we will check the answers. Let all others complete it. And let us check whether we have made some errors or so. If you are not getting these equations while taking LCM, let me know. I may have made some mistakes. But it's okay, we can move ahead. I prefer the green equation for substitution this time. So 13y, not 13y, it's 13 minus 3y by 2. Put it here, that will be 9 times 13 minus 3y by 2 minus 10y equals negative 12. LCM and cross multiplication and multiplication, expansion, everything. 9 times 13, 90 plus 3 times 9, 27, 117 seems. Minus 27y minus 20y equals minus 24 it seems. Any error you can inform me. Minus 47y equals minus 24 plus 117. I may have made mistakes. I haven't cross-checked with this. This is the answer some of my student is telling that I'm just putting. If you find any errors, just inform me. Maybe errors there, maybe errors. You should counter check it. So 24 plus 117. Yeah, 117 plus 20 is 137 plus 4 is 141 minus 141. So I will be 3 and substituting that 3 here. 13 minus 9 is 4 by 2 is 2. So x is 2 and y is 3. If you have any doubts, just message me and we will wind up this section, not section, session now. Okay, we'll meet on next Saturday. Mostly we'll be having live sessions on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. Keep that in mind. Monday, Wednesday and Friday. This time goes to CBSE 11th class. Keep that in mind and bye for now. Okay, bye. Have a nice day.